Posture and nail shape and nail length will influence your sound. If you want a more powerful sound, then you need to have flesh and nail. For that, I will draw you here some nice tip, because this will help you a lot. Basically speaking, we have three shapes here. And two, and all which is in between is to be avoided, because it's conducive to not have a nice tone. Basically speaking, we have these three things. This, and this. So now this means the angle of the finger. So my angle, attack angle, if it is this joint, this and this. So I draw here. This and this. So this is wrong. This is also wrong. Of course, we will do like that, and how we will punch that properly. It will never sound good. And then there is the Paco way, which is this. And even more of that thing here, right? Like this. This is also okay. This is okay. This is not okay, and this is also not okay. So now here, the length of the nail plays a very important role, because if I have nail too long, then I will not be able to have close this part of the palm, and the top should be close. If I have this distance here, I play picado, this will of course will alter the sound at the point in which I am hitting with the thing. It will become either a naily sound, weak sound, not very. I have to close this place here. This thing here should be close. Yes. Close to the top. Distance here is to be avoided, first of all, because if I have this distance, now I am going to have the proper angle. Now, other thing, if I have this way, you know, this, if I do this, so I will do properly. And then if the nail is too long, then of course it will not be possible. Because if the nail is too long, then you cannot have this angle here, which is this thing here. This is what we need, this. So, as this is to be avoided, and this also is to be avoided, we need to get here. To get here, we have to have this hand close to the top, so that we can also push and release. Therefore, nail length matters a lot, and also nail shape. Please watch out the description. I make a video with all the summarizing all the stuff about nail shape. But well, the length is important, but the shape as well. Don't have triangle shape on a round finger. If your finger, you have to follow the shape of your finger, same shape as your finger. And if you see here, you don't see any nail, because nail is short. It's very short. It's less than it's much less than the flesh. You see here. Therefore, this is very important, because unless you have this much accuracy here on the length and on the shape should follow the shape of the finger. Finger is round, then nail is round. Not finger is round and nail is triangle or pointed. This is not good, because you will be able to have a powerful sound through these cutting nails like that. Now here we can push down, string towards the top, and release, and then still I have this angle. If I have this angle here, how I will push down? I cannot push down, I can just play superficial, and this is involving even the forearm and the arm and the shoulder. This is a nonsense. That is not the good picado thing. So this is stuff about picado. It's very tricky, because it involves posture, this thing, and it also involves the length of the nail has to be taken care, and the shape. And then now you control this thing. You can push down and release. And then look at the angle. The angle is this one. It's not this nor this. So be careful with that. And then another thing is that because you ask how we can change if we have the bad habit, or we notice we have something wrong with the posture of my picado playing, how I can change that? Can I change it or not? Yes, you can change, and there are two ways. One is radical way, and the other is gradual way. First, we have to, step one is just observe and analyze how you play it. Then after you analyze, then you need to know if it is effective or not, how you play, because some people have wrong technique and they are good musicians, let's say, or they may play good music with not very good technique. This happens all the time, and very few times there is great technique and great music played. So you have to evaluate if you want to switch your posture to the proper one. Means proper one. What is a proper one? Means the Paco de Lucia style. And when we have that technique, then from that point of view, these things are wrong. And also the long nail, because it doesn't give you control. Sabicas players, and all players, every player which is old-fashioned has long nails and long thumb, like a knife is here and is very long, right? So this, from our point of view, in fact, Paco said, okay, show me your hands. Show this, the nails, and then, oh, this is wrong. So we can know if someone has good technique or not just by nails. Now, you have the nail properly, and then if you want to change any bad habit, like having fallen position or wrong thing, or too much movement of from this knuckle instead of mainly from the here, etc. I will post in the description of the video about 10 things, 1 to 5 and 5 to 10 things to avoid while playing picado. You watch that in the description, I will post it. And of course the correspondence things is very important, but this nail aspect with have to do with the question that if the nail length and shape has to do with posture, and of course it has to do. The answer is yes, it matters a lot, and it will modify and change totally your playing. What you play, any music you play, when you play a line, you will sound with power or not, depending on this thing, because if you don't hit with flesh, you will have a very weak sound. So naily sound, it's a skinny sound, it's a little sound. I wanted to have a powerful sound there. To have this powerful sound, we need to consider all these factors: nails, nail length, shape, how you sound it in that I explained in the other video, and also the posture stuff. And this posture stuff have two ways. One is that if you decide that your posture is not effective because it does not allow you, but you can play also very fast and good things with the Sabicas technique like this, without the finger. Then if you decide to stay like that, then no problem, right? Because as you have maybe 10 or more years playing that way, it's very difficult to change to the other thing, and it's also not very clear if you will be actually better after changing it. Now, this is one thing, but this is very few times, 2% of the time. The other 98 is that it's ineffective. The problems, having bad technique, considering these 10 things to avoid, if this is bad technique there around, then we have to now know if we want to change it. If we want to change, first we analyze, then we evaluate if it is effective or not, and then we decide, step 3, to change it. If we change now, how we change it, we have two ways. One way is that we start from 0, which is very awkward, and I really don't advise you that way, because you have to really start like a beginner, playing at this speed things, and then you feel like you are just brought to square one somehow. You know what I mean? So this is very radical, and in fact, in my experience with some hundreds of students there in all the world, I have seen only 2 or 3 people succeeding to do that, to switch. They said, I am done with these wrong things, I will change my posture totally of picado and I will start from 0, I don't care, I do it. And only 3 of them succeed out of many, so that's not very advisable in my opinion. I would rather say that you do something gradual, which means you observe also again, you observe yourself, step 1, and then now you try to slightly, every time when you practice in the study program properly, then you will have to take care of gradually switching to the Paco's way, to the right way. And that's much better, because then you don't have to go from 0, you can just implement gradually, to switch gradually that, and then the speed will come back also very soon. This is 2 ways to change, radical and gradual. I advise you, the gradual thing needs coaching, feedback, many tests, recordings, mirror, means they have to be an expert. They're telling what you're doing, if you're doing it right or not, and it has to be verified with recordings. Because you can say, I do this, I do that, I do that, but if you don't show me a recording of how you play a video, I cannot see how you're playing really, so that's also not good. We have to do this. If we want to do it right, we have to go the right way. The right way is training, coaching program with the study program. Now, once you get that, then you can gradually implement new things and gradually switch it to the right thing. And it's much more effective than radical change, in my opinion. So I hope this will serve you. And this is the answer for your question. Thank you, and I see you next time.